Hey everybody, Mark Greenwald here with 12 Note Design. Today I wanted to do a little unboxing as I'm trying to make this a better podcast for everyone. One of the most important things with a podcast is sound. So the sound that you're hearing right now is straight out of my iPhone. So I'm doing a single camera look today and just the onboard sound. But what I wanted to do was get some better sound. And so I did a little bit of research online, and what I kind of came up with as a good solution, and we're going to find out about it, is the Rode Wireless Go microphone. So I got this online, and I looked and looked, and I really wanted to spend about $30 and just get a cheap lavalier mic to just to test it out and just see how it worked out for me. And the more I looked, the more I decided I wanted to have something that was a little bit better quality. The more I got to looking at options, I decided to get just one of these to try it out. But then I got to thinking, boy, it sure would be cool to be doing some interviews. So I'm getting prepared to be an interviewer. So I bought the set with two. And I kept debating whether I wanted to do, there was a Lavalier Plus, I think it is, or the Lavalier Go. And the big difference is the TRS connector, and the Plus has the tip ring S clip, which is good for plugging into to an iPhone. But these are supposed to be good for just plugging straight into a camera. And then the one thing that I added to the set that a little bit unnecessary, but I just kept thinking this is such a great idea. So this is the Wireless Go 2, I guess it's called. So it's got two transmitters and one receiver, so that you're able to hook someone else up with a lavalier mic, transmit to the receiver, and be the interviewer yourself and have yourself hooked up. This on its own, which I want to, like I said, I'm doing an unboxing here. I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. But with this, you really wouldn't need to do the lavalier mics because this actually has a little microphone on it, on board. It's a little bit big to be hanging off of you as a device, whereas the lavalier mic hides itself away a little bit more. Okay, so here's why I couldn't pull it out. So they're actually clipped on to this cardboard page. But here's what you got. You got a little bit of humidity control. And here's what they look like. It's basically the two receivers. I think they call these dead cats whenever they're larger. But since these are small, they're dead kittens. Basically, that's a windscreen fuzzball. So I'm going to set that here. We got three of those. In theory, I guess I'm thinking I only need two, but let's just say that you got three. Okay, so here's a transmitter. Not a whole lot on it, but as you can see, the inputs there allows you to have a the lavalier mic can plug into it, but actually the microphone there. So as you can see, if I plug this in, and I could use it as a lavalier basically. The beauty is no cords right there. I'm able to just plug this in, talk into it, and it wirelessly goes to the receiver. So that's nice, but I think the lavalier is going to be nice and smaller. The receiver, give you the grand tour of it. I'll do a little bit more of an in-depth plug in here soon, but this is just the unboxing for you. Shows you what all plugs it has on it. Nice and small. I do believe I'm going to have to get this charged before it works. Just to finish off what we have in the box, looks like all this fits in a nice little carrying pouch. About the size of a pair of sunglasses. So that's nice. Also in the box, looks like we have our charging cables. And, oh, you know what? I just ordered separately this is a cable that goes the receiver, plug that in, and then that can go to your recording device, whether that's a camera or DAW or whatever you're using to record. And then it looks like I have the ability to charge. So I got 3 charging cables for each of these devices. Okay, these come with a, once again, it's in a nice little pouch. And we should find in here, once again, some humidity desiccant. There's the clip to put it on, which is a really nice clip. I watched on some videos of how it works. But wow, it's tiny. See how little it is? So that'll disappear a whole lot more than those devices. So that goes right about there, somewhere on your lapel here. And once again, as advertised, it's a TRS connector. So hooking up the lavalier clip is probably blatantly obvious to some people, but I struggled with it because I just never have done it before. So I thought I'd kind of share the wealth here. So as much as I was trying to figure out how do you get that to fit through there, and I thought maybe you slide it through from the other end. But basically here's the trick. You take the windscreen off, and then this thing kind of just pops right up and through here. But to make the gap larger, you can just pinch this and it makes the hole wider for this to slide up through, such as this. And there's little ridges there, so I think it's best to get it to stick on those, and then you can see it's pretty taut now. It's good and tight where that goes. And the windscreen can be put back on, and there's even a little ridge there that it snaps to. And then one last thing to point out was that you want to hide this the wire as much as you can. So one of the best ways to do that is go ahead and open the clip and put the wire through. And you see there's plenty of a gap there, so it's able to move around. And then what you want to do is bring it back. There's a little ridge here that you can just stuff that in there with your fingernail. Credit card. And now that's on there good and tight. And then let's see if I can find, just pretend this is a lapel here. But now if you have this in the shirt, you can see how it really just makes a lot of it disappear, because this part would be inside the shirt. And so you're just seeing this loop in, and it kind of loops up, but you're not seeing that part that's above there. The other thing I have here, just to kind of show, I wanted to be able to hook this up to my iPhone. So there's 2 more parts that I bought. SC4 is necessary, and what that does is allow your TRS jack to go into this, and then that makes it a TRRS. So you can see, count the rings there. And then this is a lightning adapter for an iPhone. So now that plugs straight into the iPhone. And I tested it, and it works out fantastically. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Pretty happy with the purchase. Came as a set with all this. I think it was $3.79 on Amazon, US dollars. So if you want to hear what it sounds like, this is the sound from the iPhone. And this is what it sounds like with just the lavalier mic. So I have the little lapel mic here on my lapel, lavalier mic, and I have it plugged into my Canon 5D. So I'm recording right now as we speak into this. So this gives you the opportunity to hear what it sounds like directly. I'm not using the wireless portion right now. I got those on a charger. So we'll be testing that out just a little here a little bit once that's charged. So here's 3 different sounds for you. This is with the lavalier mic. This is with just the sound from the iPhone itself. And this is what it sounds like if I'm coming straight out of the camera sound. So the little mic on here, I don't even know where it is, somewhere on here. But hopefully I think you'll agree that the lavalier mics makes it sound much better. Once again, Mark Greenewald here, 12-note design, checking out with another unboxing. The Rode Wireless Go lavalier setup. Soon to be some interviews done on this channel, I hope. So if you want to be notified of what's coming up, please consider subscribing. Hit the like button and let me know any comments that you have, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.